Hey, 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 welcome, welcome, welcome. Who's out there? Who's out there? Hi, hi, hi. How's it going? Click on it. What about this? Let's see who's out there. Who's out there? Who's out there? How's it going? How's it going? Good evening, people. Welcome along. Say hello in the comments. Say hello in the comments. Where you from? Welcome, 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 guys. Welcome, guys. Heart if you want to grow. Heart if you want to grow. Awesome, awesome. So today, guys, 5 lessons of life mastery. Who's up for it? Who's up for it? Are you up for it, guys? Hey, Stephanie. Hey, Demonte. Welcome, 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 guys. Awesome, awesome, awesome. How was your week so far? Are you guys good? Are you happy? Are you awesome? Are you looking forward to the weekend? Anything exciting? Oh, wow, I can see some hearts. I can see some hearts. Don't forget, heart if you want to grow. All right. So today we're going to talk about 5 lessons of life mastery. All right. So these are the 5 things you want to work on or attack them if you want to grow and if you want to master your personal life, etc. So first piece of the life mastery is mastering your emotions. You see, how many people are out there who, by the appearance of it, they look successful, they look like they've got a lot of money, they look like they've got a great job, etc. But inside, they're not happy. Inside, they are dying, right? How many people, commit suicide, who, start using drugs, etc. because there's something missing in their life, because there's something not right. So this way, what we need to do first of all is master our emotions, right? And if I ask most people, if I ask them to list their emotions, they can come up with maybe 5, 6 different emotions. And out of those 5 or 6 different emotions, 4 or 5 will be negative, that they feel on a regular basis, right? So one of the things that we can do is use what we call transformational vocabulary, which means we're changing the type of words that we use. You see, the reason why a lot of people don't feel certain feelings is they don't use those words, right? So next time, instead of, as soon as you feel something inside, instead of saying I'm feeling angry, what if you said I feel uncomfortable, or I feel peeved, or I feel annoyed, right? Most of us, we never feel peeved because that word is not even in our vocabulary, right? But if you start using those types of words, then you can change the emotions that you feel. And if you can reduce the negative emotions and increase the positive emotions, then guess what? That's what makes it all better. It helps you to feel better. It helps you to take control of your emotions, right? So something to work on is what they call emotional intelligence. Is where you first of all understand your own emotions, but also you understand other people's emotions. How do they feel about certain things, and how do they respond when they feel in a certain way? So number 1 out of the 5 lessons of life mastery is mastering your emotions. The second piece of life mastery is mastering your body. You see, your physiology is connected to your psychology, right? If I told you, to stand up, hold your hands, wide open, smile from ear to ear, and I said, well, now I want you to feel depressed without changing anything in your physiology. There's no way on earth you can do that because you can't feel depressed when you're smiling, right? So the idea is that our psychology is connected to our physiology. So the easiest and the quickest way to change your state, to change if you're in a bad, state, if you're feeling bad, the easiest way to change it is to change your physiology, is to go and do some physical exercise or just changing your posture. They've proven, with scientific studies that if a person stands like that, what they call a Superman or Wonder Woman pose, it increases the testosterone level, which is the go-get-them hormone in the body, and it reduces the cortisol level, which is the stress hormone. Just by your posture, by standing 2 minutes like that, it improves your physiology, right? Imagine that. So your physiology is very much attached to your psychology, you know. So and the worst thing there can be is a willing mind but a weak body, right? So if you have big dreams, if you have big goals, you cannot achieve them with a weak body, right? So you need to work on your body to enable it to achieve the things, right? So you need to think about things like nutrition. You know, I don't like to use the word diet because what does the first three letters say? It says die, right? So, but nutrition, you know, eating the right food, you know, when you're eating something, how does that serve you? You know, does that, you know, feed your health, or does it feed the disease, right? So you always need to think about that. Also, physical exercise. Now, I'm not talking about doing insanity every single day, but just vigorous physical exercise. It might be walking around, you know, the street, or, you know, riding a bike for a little bit or whatever. But physical exercise is really, really important to keep you in shape and to have a good state, right? So to keep in a good state. Awesome. Number 3. So first one was emotions, mastering emotions. Second one was mastering your body. Number three is mastering your relationships. You see, a lot of people say that the quality of your relationships equals to quality of your life. You see, most people at the end of their life, very few people will say, I should have spent more time in the office or I should have spent more time, you know, working. Most people will think about things like, I should have connected better with my kids. I should have connected better with my partner. Or maybe I spent loads of time in that office, but I never connected to those people. I never realized how they feel and what do they want to achieve in life, etc. So it's all about connecting with people, because relationships will determine the quality of your life, right? So again, how can you improve those communications? Maybe you could study communication. Maybe you could study relationships. Maybe you could study leadership and become better communicator, become better at talking to people and communicating to people, and most importantly, listening to people, right? Because so many of us, we don't, unfortunately, listen to people, right? So that's really, really important, you know, working on your communication. How can you improve? Because many people just take their communication for granted because they think, well, you know, I can talk so I can communicate. But the reality is that nobody teaches us most of the time in school or university about, you know, communicating, about relationships, etc. So number 3 area that you want to master is your relationships. Number 4 area that you want to master is master the money. Okay, now money for some people is a sore topic. You know, they say it's close to religion or politics, right? They don't want to talk about money, right? But I like, you know, what Zig Ziglar says about money. He says money is not, you know, the most important thing in life, but it ranks up there with oxygen. So it's pretty important, right? I mean, when you need it, right? And when you don't have it, you feel it, right? So money is important, but a lot of people have a sort of wrong relationship with money. They have wrong ideas about money, you know, about, you know, if you have a lot of money, you must be evil. You know, if you become rich, you know, you must be a bad person, etc. And it's really firstly, to understand about money is that money is inert. It's neither positive or negative. It doesn't have any thing of itself. You know, it's like the same thing as saying bricks are bad. You know, so if that guy has loads of bricks, he's a really evil person. And if that guy has no bricks, then he's a saint, right? It's complete nonsense, right? A brick in itself, it doesn't do anything, right? You can take that brick and smash it through somebody's window, or you can take that brick and build a church, right? So the brick in itself doesn't really do anything. It's inert. It doesn't have anything of itself. Same way money. You can take money and make something great with it, or you can take money and make something wrong with it, right? And guess what? If you're an asshole before you get money, then you're going to be an asshole when you get money, and vice versa, right? If you're a good person before you get loads of money, then when you get loads of money, it doesn't make any difference, right? So really, you know, most people know bad people who are rich and bad people who are poor. Most people know good people who are poor, and they know bad people who are poor, right? So money is a resource. It's a tool to use. It's what you do with it, right? What you can achieve with it. So first thing, with money, mastering the money is to get out of debt. It says somewhere, I think it says it in a Bible actually, it says that the borrower is a slave to the lender, right? Now think about that. Wrap your mind around that for a minute, right? Borrower is the slave to the lender, right? Now, I'm sure you don't want to be a slave to nobody, but that's really what happens. When you borrow, you become, dependent on that bank or that institution or whatever, right? So first step to financial mastery is to get out of debt, right? That's number one. Get out of debt, get out of credit card debts, etc., because it's really not great. It's really not going to help you to become financially free if you're up to your eyeballs in debt. Number two, you need to start saving. I know everybody talks about saving, but nobody does it, right? Saving is really important. To start saving, even a little bit. You might be in a situation right now where you go, look, I can't even get the ends meet as it is, right? But you have to learn to start saving. Even at least a little bit, maybe 5%, maybe 10%, maybe 3% if you're in a really bad place. But you need to start saving. You need to start putting some money away, right? And finally, you need to start investing. So the money that you save, you need to learn how to invest it so it gives return, right? Because it's criminal how many people retire broke, right? In our world, where the opportunity is the best opportunity in the world, there's still so many people retire broke, depending on, government to support them, depending on the families to support them, etc. It's criminal that somebody can work for 30, 40, 50 years of their life and retire broke. But most of it is really ignorance. It's just people hoping that it will sort itself out. Unless you take action and you start saving and you start investing, you won't retire at all. You're going to be working until you die, right? So you need to learn how to invest. I'm not going to talk about it here today, but it's important to learn those things. So making your money to work for you. And finally, number 5, the 5th lesson is you need to master time. Now, I'm not talking you need to be on time. I'm talking you need to master time. You see, the worst thing you can do is just look at the destination. What you need to do, you need to enjoy the journey, not just the destination. Because if you just enjoy the destination, then most of your life is going to be suffering and pain. Because you're going to keep saying to yourself, well, when I get there, I'm going to be happy. When I get there, I'm going to be happy. And how many, when you get there, then the next thing comes up, right? So the worst thing you can do is say, I will be happy when something happens. You need to be happy now and start enjoying the journey. When you get there, it's going to be awesome, but you need to enjoy the journey and be happy with it, right? So think about, is the thing that I'm doing making me happy? Is this relationship making me happy? Is this business making me happy? Is this job making me happy, right? And you always need to think about that, because that happiness is the number one measure of success. Not money, not anything else. Happiness. So does it make you happy what you do in life, right? And remember, you need to work hard, but you also need to play hard. You need to enjoy the time. You need to, enjoy the fruits of your labor. So when you do make some money, do enjoy some of it, right? Do spend some of it on yourself, right? And, have these magic moments. The best practice you can have is have magic moments. Now, what are magic moments? Magic moment is just noticing things on your day-to-day life. Maybe it's, sunset, or maybe it's a sunrise, maybe it's birds singing, maybe it's your kids doing something great, maybe it's your spouse doing something. Start noticing these magic moments. Little things that, when you notice them, they make your day. They make your day. And those little things can improve the quality of your life. Well, actually, nothing changed in your life, but just you noticing those things can change the way you feel about yourself, about your life, about the day, etc. So noticing these magic moments is really, really, really important. And sometimes you need to have some solitude too. Sometimes you need to spend some time by yourself too. You know, away from everybody, away from the kids, away from your spouse, away from your job. Just sometimes you need to, and it doesn't have to be a week's or months of time, right? It can be just few hours, but you need to give some time to yourself. Time to think, time to reflect, time maybe to read or to listen or to watch something inspirational, motivational, or educational, or sometimes just do nothing, just think, right? Just ponder, right? Or meditate or whatever it is, right? So really, really, really important. Okay guys, so before I leave you today, I wanted to leave you with an exercise of priming. I would suggest that you learn to practice it every single day because it can improve the quality of your life really, really greatly. So first part of priming is a breathing exercise where you just breathe vigorously for a couple of minutes, and you can have some sort of a movement as well with your arms or your body, etc., where you just get your heart rate up for just a few minutes, right? It might be 3 minutes or so, right? So that's number one. Number two, you need to express gratitude. You see, one emotion, gratitude, can defeat all the other emotions. You cannot be, depressed when you're feeling grateful. You cannot be angry when you're feeling grateful. You cannot be sad when you're feeling grateful. When you're feeling grateful, you feel great. So every morning, think, what can I be grateful for? And it can be huge things in your life, like your family or, the job or your home or whatever, but it can also be small things, like the sunset, or anything, like things that you notice that you're grateful for, right? Next thing is think of 3 things, and ask for blessings. Ask for blessings for your family, ask for blessings for your children, for your spouse, for yourself. Ask for blessings. Some people call it praying, but it's just asking for blessings. And finally, number 4 is visualize your 3 main goals. So every single morning, visualize really, really vigorously. Think about the 3 main goals that you have at the moment. Something that you're trying to reach, something that you're trying to seek, right? And think about it, vigorously. If you do that, that basically is called priming. It's basically priming your body and your mind to, number 1, to be grateful, number 2, to attract all the blessings in your life, and number 3, to go after the big goals and the big dreams that you're seeking, right? Does this make sense, guys? If this is making sense to you, if you got value from this, feel free to like it, and most importantly, to share it with your followers. Maybe they will get some value out of it too. Maybe it will change their day as well. Have a great day, guys, and as always, I'll see you at the top.